Tuesday, guys. We just gonna get into it. Like I said on this live, it's about these cactus plant flea markets. Is it gonna bring the Nike Dunk hype back? Since the Panda Dunks, we don't know. Like the Supreme Ducks, it did okay, but these cactus plants gonna do anything? I know they try to do a pack. Um, Supposed to be coming out this early fall soon. Um, be mindful, even though we might not think it's hype, it will maybe hype. Definitely gonna be a go-to shoe for a lot of people. But like I said, make sure you like, comment, subscribe to this channel, man. We definitely on the road to 5K, man. We made it through that 4K burst. Like I said, today or tomorrow, definitely gonna put a post up. Make sure y'all be ready. Make sure y'all first subscribe to the channel. Second, um, make sure y'all following my Instagram. And also, it's gonna be more steps you got to do in order for you to get into this giveaway. But like I said, guys, just be ready for that. Like I said, these cactus plants will be on the radar soon. For a lot of people, it's definitely hit the surface now. It's a nice different colorways. I mean, it's just a dunk. Definitely gonna be a shoe that most people want to try to go after because it's different colorways. Um, it remind me of like the Grateful Dead, pack when they had a Grateful Dead pack. Like I said, is the hype gonna be there for these? We don't know. Like I said, it's definitely gonna be a game changer, especially when it comes to trying to get these and at the same time they're gonna drop on sneakers or at the same time, they're gonna drop on the cactus plant flea market. We don't know. But like I said, these gonna be an interesting release for these, especially for these cactus plant flea markets. Be mindful, like I said, it's definitely gonna be hyped a little bit, knowing these cactus plants, just that, brand that a lot of people go after for. So just be mindful, like, knowing these being a 4 pack. Um it definitely gonna be certain colorways gonna sell out faster than the other. But just be mindful. They definitely gonna go after these for that hypeness. So we'll see if it's gonna hype, especially gonna be around there. Especially being dunks, because that dunk hype went kind of low right now because a lot of people's not really buying dunks and a lot of them is sitting around. So that's why I say it's the question is going to bring the hype back for the Ducks. We don't know, but we hopefully they will. Because Ducks ain't doing too much. 6 people in the chat, man. Hit that like button. Let me know you guys in here. Like I said, these cactus plant flea markets, if they're going to move, if they're going to be the pack of 2025, especially being hype, especially when it comes to certain shoes, is this going to be what's going on, Outer Boy? Hit that like button. Let me know you guys in here, man. Like I said, 6 people in the chat so far. Like I said, we just sitting talking about these. What's going on, everybody? 15 people in the chat, man. Hit that like button. Let me know y'all in here. Like I said, we just sitting here talking about these cactus plants flea markets. It's definitely gonna be dropping soon. Be mindful, like I said, it's a hype, brand, like I said, doing a pack. If you're interested in those, just be mindful. There's gonna be it's gonna be some different fire colorways. If you really want them, man, just be ready for those because this is a nice colors that's coming with those. And like I said, I guess you can interchange a lot of the stuff that's on the Nucky Dunk. So if you're interested, man, like I said, just be mindful. It's 11 people in the chat, man. Hit that like button, man. Let me know y'all in here. It's Tuesday. It's a fresh day. Like I said, we just sit here talking about these cactus plant flea markets. Make sure y'all subscribe too as well, man, so y'all stay in the loop so y'all miss out. Because I know I'm going to have some more info too also on the Travis Scott fragments if y'all interested in those too. Because it's going to be gonna be interesting to give release on those too as well. So just be mindful, just stay in the loop, hit that notification, on my subscribe channel, and be ready because I'm gonna have some more info on that. But like I said, we was talking about the cactus plant flea markets. We're gonna be releasing soon. If you're interested, let me know. Like I said, it's gonna be different colorways for these. Like I said, some nice colorways. Definitely a fall looking shoes. Definitely right now good for the season. If you're interested in those, like I said, they look nice, man. It's just my personal opinion. It's going to bring the dunk hype back. Just being a dunk. I don't know, man. Like I said, a lot of dunks been sitting. What's going on, Animal Sports? Hit that like button. Let me know you ain't here, man. Subscribe to the channel, man. Support the channel, man. I definitely appreciate you. Like I said, guys, it's gonna be crazy how these dunks gonna do, man. Especially Cactus Plant flea markets. If you're interested, man, hit that like button. Let me know y'all in here, man. Like I said, these definitely gonna move a little bit. Being a Cactus Plant flea market. But is it gonna bring the hype dunk back? We don't know. Is it really gonna bring it back? We don't know. But I hope so, man. Because like I said, a lot of dunks been sitting around lately, and if it bring it back, hey, that'd be great. But we'll see how it goes, man. Let's see how it goes. Like I said, what's going on, man? How you doing? Um, I said, Cactus Flea Markets, like I said, you got four different colorways. It's a couple of them I like, personally, but it definitely will just be for the toe for a little while because you know how dunks are. Dunks not comfortable, not good for the toe, especially when it comes to long distance walking and stuff like that. So you just want to be mindful of that too. If you're getting it for the hype or you're getting it for the comfort, but we'll see how it goes. When it comes to this release, but it's gonna be a coveted release because they now hyping it up, since of yesterday. It's gonna be crazy how these gonna turn out, man. Like I said, it's a great looking shoe to me personally. Cactus Plant Flea Market usually do pretty good. It's 11 people in the chat, man. Hit that like button. Let me know y'all guys are in here. Like I said, this Cactus Plant Flea Market is gonna be releasing soon. If you're trying to go after those, make sure you stay in the loop on the Cactus Plant Flea Market website. They're definitely gonna have them up there on their website, and then we'll see how they're gonna drop on sneakers too as well. Of course, but hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, man. I definitely gonna be soon having some more content when it comes to video games, Funko Pops, and also whatever on my other channel called Kicks and Funkles 216. But head over there too, man. Subscribe to that channel too as well. 18 people in the chat, man. Hit that like button, man. Let me know you guys are in here. Let me know that y'all in here, man. Subscribe to the channel. Like I said, I'm gonna have more info, especially when it comes to just the Cactus Flat Flea Markets. Also, with the Travis Scott release coming up soon. I came in a raw turkey 5 years ago. Any advice on the move past it? Just subscribe to the channel. But like I said, it's 11 people in the chat, man. Hit that like button. Let me know you guys are in here, man. Like I said, we talked about these Cactus Flat Flea Markets. If you're interested, man. Like I said, it's a nice 4 colorways coming out, man. If you're interested, just be ready. Like I said, it's going to be a very hype shoe, especially for these. These definitely not going to be sitting around too much. Definitely gonna be a resellers paradise coming for that. You in Chicago again? Close by. I'm close by. Like I said, guys, just be ready. Like I said, it's 4 releases coming, especially for these. I don't know if they're gonna drop them all together or they're gonna drop them in different types of times of the releases. So we don't know how it's gonna go, but we know it's 4 colorways are coming. But at the same time, just be mindful, man. It's 12 people in the chat, man. Hit that like button. Let me know y'all in here. Like I said, you got these Cactus Flea Markets. We got 4 colorways on the way, man. Like I said, if you're interested, man, just be ready. Like I said, check their website. Definitely getting their emails so you can be able to get into the notifications so you be able to get these when they come out on release day. And it's definitely going to be an interesting shoe to grab, man. You don't want to miss out, man. Like I said, it's 4 different colorways that's going to come out. It's just a good looking shoe. I mean, like I said, me personally, like I said, it's gonna bring the dunk hype back. We don't know. Like I said, it's gonna be a nice conversation for these. Like I said, but it's gonna be a lot of people go after these. I know that for a fact. It's a big time flea market people that definitely want to go after these. Guys, support this dude. Maybe his bills are high. Okay, everybody bills are high, guys. Everybody bills are high. Like I said, guys, it's definitely gonna be a crazy release, especially when it comes to these Cactus Plant Flea Markets. If you interested, like I said, it's gonna be crazy how it's gonna pan out. And then you too, I got the Travis Scott's, fragments on the way. Like I said, I'm gonna do a video on that when it comes to the shock drop. Make sure y'all be in the loop for that, because I'm definitely gonna have a video for that up too soon. Probably after this live, I'm gonna do a shock drop on info, especially when it comes to those Travis Scott fragments, if you're interested in those. But like I said, guys, these Cactus Plant Flea Markets, it's gonna be a crazy release for these. Like I said, you got 4 different colorways are coming. I know a lot of people are gonna go after the most coveted colorways. It's 2 of them that I may know, but we don't know. Like I said, it's gonna be an interesting release for these. Like I said, definitely could be a fall looking shoe. Like I said, remind me like a Grateful Dead type look when they had a Grateful Dead pack that came out. Like I said, just being a different shoe, overall, is it gonna bring the duck hype back? I don't know. Like I said, it could be a possibility. It could be a sitter. It can go out to the outlets, and pretty much that's what's going to be after that. But overall, let's see how it goes, man. Like I said, it's gonna bring the hype duck back. For those Travis or Triple A. Travis, man. I mean, Travis is gonna be a crazy release, man. Like I said, it's definitely gonna be a crazy release for these. Like I said, it's a lot of Travis Scott's been backdoored, man. A lot of them been backdoored. It's gonna be at least over 40,000 pairs. It's gonna be highly limited. I wouldn't mess around on those because, like I said, it's definitely gonna drop on the Travis Scott website. So I heard it's confirmed it's gonna drop on the sneakers app. So just be ready. Like I said, it's gonna be an interesting release for these, man. I know a lot of people want these Travis Scott fragments. They never own a pair. They definitely don't own. They might even not own a pair of Travis Scotts at all. But same time, like I said, you gotta be crazy. You gotta be ready for these, man. Especially for the Travis Scotts, and also like I said, Cactus Play flea markets. Those gonna come. We got a couple of restocks coming on the way. Just be ready, man. Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate you. Like I said, hit that like button. Let me know y'all guys in here, man. Like I said, we definitely gonna like I said, talk about these Cactus Play flea markets. It's been a couple of releases before. It's been a while since they dropped the release. Like I said, they had the McDonald's collaboration. It's been a lot of stir in the pot, especially for these dunks. So we'll see how it goes, especially when these release gonna go. Cause like I said, we got some four fire releases. That's especially for those. Like I said, if they're gonna drop them all at the same time, or they're gonna do it individually. I mean, it'd be the smart way by doing it individually, give people a chance to grab those, then just put them all out at once, and then the bots get them, and then nobody have a chance because the bots gonna go after these. They definitely gonna go after these. It's a hype shoe, so we'll see if it's gonna be super hyped. Like I said, it's gonna be able to help the dunk community, or it's gonna stay where it's at. Because like I said, the dunks is not moving nowhere at all. They've been sitting around. They just not doing nothing, man. Especially with the collab stuff, definitely not doing anything at all. I gotta go. I'm gonna support small YouTubers. I'm gonna come back here. Oh, I definitely appreciate you, man. Definitely, I definitely appreciate you jumping on here on this live. Like I said as well, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit that like button. Let me know you guys in here and hit that notification thing so you don't miss out. Because I want y'all to get the info what y'all need, especially when it comes to releases. And I'm the guy for it. So make sure y'all stick around, man. Like I said, definitely appreciate y'all coming here on this live, making time for y'all. Like I said, I appreciate y'all. I'm definitely gonna be doing a giveaway soon. Make sure y'all stay in the loop on my Instagram. I definitely have it in my description already. So just go over there and make sure y'all follow over there so y'all can be able to enter in that giveaway I'm gonna do within a couple of days. So like I said, guys, these Cactus flea markets will be dropping. If you're interested in those, like I said, it's 4 colorways are coming. Like I said, man, we'll see how it goes, man. With this release, man, like I said, it's gonna bring the dunk hype back. It's gonna bring it back like it was with the Panda dunks. We don't know, cause like I said, it's gonna be crazy how this gonna turn out. Like cause the dunks ain't been a thing, man. Has not been a move anymore. People want the comfort. They just not going for dunks anymore. Like how it was 3 or 4 years ago. Like Panda dunks was always going for like always close to $400. Especially for that coveted black and white shoe. So and it restocked like 19 times during that time. That's probably was the most model shoe that been restocked that many times like that. But like I said, guys, it's gonna be a crazy release for these Cactus Play flea markets. Let me know if y'all going after those. Let me know if y'all interested in those, cause like I said, it's a crazy release how this going, man. Especially when it comes to these Cactus Play flea markets. So you don't want to miss out, man, on the loop with that, because it's a nice shoe. Like I said, being a 4 different colorways. So let me know what y'all feel about that. What's going on? Good morning. Good morning. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, man, so y'all miss out on the loop. How, especially when it comes to new sneaker releases. Like I said, we sit here talking about the Cactus Play flea markets. We also talking about the Travis Scott fragments, which I'll be doing a video right after this live. So just be mindful, guys. Hello, make sure you hit that like button. Let me know y'all in here. Subscribe to the channel, man, if y'all like the channel. Definitely, like I said, it's definitely gonna be a crazy release, especially when it comes to these Travis Scotts and also with these Cactus Play flea markets, which those will be coming soon. Like I said, that's why I'm doing a live and let y'all stay in the loop so y'all miss out on this actual release, because it's gonna be crazy how these gonna turn out, especially when it comes to these Travis Scotts and then also the Cactus Play flea markets. And then too, we're not even done with that. We got other releases coming up, man. Like I said, September is just gonna be a crazy, crazy time, especially with these Travis Scotts. And then too, like I said, we got the Cactus Play flea markets. If you're interested in those, like I said, I'll have more info on those. But as of now, we got 4 different colorways are coming. And like I said, it's gonna bring the dunk hype back. We don't know. We gonna see how this gonna turn out, how this gonna be, especially when it comes to these colorways. It's gonna if they're gonna sit or they're gonna sell. So we don't know how it's gonna turn out. But hopefully we'll see how it's gonna be, especially when it comes to this release. I hope they sell. I really hope they sell. But we'll see how it goes, because hype moves in mysterious ways, like Mike Rich will say. So it's definitely a true statement for that, because like I said, it's definitely, it depends on what the people want. So if they like these, they'll move. The bots gonna come after them, and they may go after these, and they maybe do some moves with these, because we'll see, man. Like how this cactus flea market gonna do. Because like I said, it's a nice different four colorways. It's dubbed to something different. Usually Cactus Play Flea Market usually do stuff different, but like I said, is it gonna bring the life of Nike Dunks back? We don't know. We don't know. Because, like I said, as of right now, those are considered dead, really. Those and Jordan 1's highs are considered dead, pretty much. Because people are not buying them things, are definitely been sitting around. Every release of Jordan 1's been sitting around. And then, like, two with the Dunks, them being oversaturated, those definitely been sitting around. So, it's just going to be crazy how this going to be with this release, because it's kind of scary. Because, like I said, it definitely can sell out, or at the same time can sit. So we don't know how it's gonna pan out. So like I said, man, we got a lot of scenarios, especially when it comes to these cactus play flea markets. Hopefully, they'll do some numbers. It's definitely, hopefully, it'd be a great time to be able to do these. But we'll see how it goes, how it's going to be. But like I said, we got the Travis Scotts coming soon. Like I said, I definitely have a video coming up for that. I'll definitely do another live on that once we get closer. We're gonna get more information, especially for just the actual initial release, because we don't know. We know it's not gonna drop. We know it's gonna drop on sneakers. We know it's gonna drop on Travis Scott's, but we gotta see when. Good morning, wife. Good morning. We gotta see when it's gonna drop. But like I said, Cactus Black Flea Markets is gonna be a crazy release for these four colorways. Like I said, it's gonna be crazy to see how these gonna turn out, because Dunks has not been moving. Like I said, people kind of like flipped over the leaf with those, especially with the comfort, and let alone, just the nostalgia of the shoe. It's just too many of them. It's way too many of them. So it's definitely gonna be interesting how these gonna turn out, because it's a nice colorway. Like I said, you got four different colorways. We just go see how they gonna release them. They gonna release them individually, or they gonna release them all in a pack. Being considered a pack. But like I said, we'll see how it goes, especially when it comes to just trying to see how this gonna be. They're gonna put it on their website, or it's gonna be on Nike sneakers. But I'm sure it's gonna be on Nike sneakers, because every flea market always gonna be on sneakers app. So we just have to be mindful. They gonna put all the packs on there, or they gonna do a couple at a time, or they gonna do all of them on the Cactus Play Flea Market website. So either way, like I said, they're definitely gonna release. So just be ready for those, because it's gonna be. Have a good day too as well. I'll talk to you soon. Like I said, the Cactus Play Flea Market is gonna move today. Not today, but definitely gonna have a release date for those. So I definitely have info for that. Travis Scott's, like I said, I had info for that. Definitely gonna have a video up there right after this live once I'm done with that. So just be mindful. Like I said, it's definitely gonna be a interesting releases, especially for the upcoming 2 weeks for September. And it's gonna be crazy, man, how these Travis Scott's gonna be next week. But we're gonna see. It may be a potential shock drop this week, but I got info on that. But like I said, guys, definitely today we just talking about the Cactus Play flea markets. If you're interested in those, please be, in the loop. Make sure you subscribe, hit that like button. Let me know you in here, so you'll be able to know the info, especially when it comes to the releases, because these Cactus Play flea markets may move. We don't know. We're gonna see how it goes. So I definitely would be interested to see if they're gonna drop on sneakers, but we'll see how it goes later in the week to see if they're gonna upload them on sneakers, or let alone, and gonna drop on the Cactus Play Flea Market website. But we'll see how it goes, man. Like I said, definitely gonna be some more releases on the way. Don't fret. Like I said, it's definitely gonna be some more hype stuff coming. But we're just talking about if these gonna be hyped, it's gonna bring it back. Is the Nike Dunks are dead, or we're gonna see if they're gonna come back to live with this release. So we'll see how it goes, man. But like I said, guys, just be mindful. It's gonna be four different colorways coming out. Four. So don't fret, because you got four different opportunities to get this shoe. Just how it was with Virgil um did the pack with the Nike Dunks, with the 50 pack, and it was just different opportunities people to be able to get them, and it did pretty well. Like I said, it may do the same here, especially with the Nike Dunk hype, especially come back around. So we'll see how it goes with that. It's gonna be crazy how this gonna work, but we'll see how it goes. Like I said, it's definitely gonna be an interesting release for these. If you really want them, just like I said, it's definitely gonna be dropping soon. If you want them, it's gonna be a crazy release. But like I said, guys, these gonna be crazy how it's gonna turn out. especially try to get these for retail. I'm gonna give y'all the price for that too as well, cause I don't even know what the price gonna be for these. I'm sure it ain't gonna be no more than a little bit past $200. I don't see no Nike Dunks going past that, but it's gonna be a crazy release how these gonna pan out, especially when it comes to trying to grab these for that retail game. But we'll see how it goes. Like I said, it's gonna be a crazy release for these. If you're interested, like I said, stick around. Like I said, I had the info, especially when it comes to these Cactus Play flea markets. If you want them, let me know. Like I said, it's definitely gonna be a interest release for both sites. So we're gonna see if they're gonna drop the whole pack or they're gonna do it separate. But it's gonna be crazy how it goes. It's gonna be interesting how these gonna turn out. Like I said, it's 4 different colorways. Like I said, it's a nice ducks, man. Like I said, we'll see if it's gonna bring the hype back. That's all I'm interested in. It's gonna bring the hype back, where it's gonna be another sitter. So we don't know how it's gonna be. It's just gonna be interesting how it's gonna turn out. And like I said, Travis Scott's, those definitely ain't gonna sit. So we ain't worried about that. We just worry about the numbers, which I will have, like I said, in my video I'm gonna do after this live. So just stick around. Definitely will have a video up for that. And it's gonna be crazy how it's gonna be, especially when it comes to that sleep Travis Scott's. It's 9 a.m. and the bonehead is still in bed. Hey guys, make sure you just subscribe and like this channel, man. Like I said, definitely I'm just trying to give y'all more content. No matter where I'm at, I'm gonna give y'all that content. But like I said, especially because of these releases, because you gotta stay in the loop, man. Gotta stay in the loop. And it's definitely gonna be a coveted release, especially because of these Travis Scotts and let alone these Cactus Play flea markets. And I just wanted to make sure y'all in the loop. You know, stay up, gotta be alert, gotta be woke. But like I said, guys, it's gonna be 4 different colorways for these particular Cactus Play flea markets. It's definitely gonna be a coveted release for a lot of people. They want y'all to go after these. Like I said, it reminds me of the Grateful Dead pack. If you're interested in those, like I said, it's almost identical. You know, just with the fur and stuff on it. Definitely a fall shoe. Um, like I said, we'll see how it goes, man. You know, there's a lot of stuff on there. It's a lot of stuff can be interchangeable. So it's not like it's gonna be just one basic color shoe. So it's definitely just giving people artistic side of the flea market, because you know it's definitely gonna be a coveted shoe for a lot of people that want them. And we'll see how it goes. It's gonna sit or it's gonna sell. You know, it's gonna bring the Nike Dunk hype back. You know, that's all we worried about. See if it's gonna bring the hype back. You know, it's gonna bring to that Panda Duck stature. If it's gonna bring it back, then hey, Nike Ducks may have a chance, but as of now, they are shot down dead. So just like the Jordan 1 highs, they've been shot down and they did. You know, a lot of people's not messing with them. You know, it's definitely a different time for sneakers now. You know, for new sneakerheads, it's a great time for you guys. But people that been in the game like myself and other content creators that's been doing it for 10 years is definitely definitely a different time now, especially trying to grab sneakers and seeing sneakers sitting around like the shattered backboards. Those are set. It's a lot of shoes that set. It's just no shoes have really been selling out. It's just how the sneaker game's changed now. It's crazy how stuff is. But like I said, guys, you'll see how these Cactus Play flea market's gonna do. Like I said, hopefully, they do some moves to where people can be able to grab these for the retail, or they gonna resell them and flip them. Maybe they can use them towards the Travis Scott. You never know. Because there's a lot of people still out there don't own a pair of Travis Scotts. They not gonna sit there ready to pull 400, 500, 600 plus dollars to pay on some Travis Scotts. They want to get it for retail like you and I wants to. So it's a different time now with how sneakers is, especially with how cuz stuff hype and let alone stuff that's not hype, sitting around that was hype a long time ago. But like I said, guys, man, Cactus Play Fleet Markets, we got 4 chances to get these. So like I said, man, let me know y'all in here, man. It's 2 people in the chat. Hit that like button, man. Let me know y'all in here, man. It definitely will help the channel just so much more. And definitely, like I said, I'll definitely be doing a giveaway sometime. Give the info for the giveaway sometime today or tomorrow. No later than tomorrow. Definitely gonna have the info for that. So just be ready, man. Like I said, we on the road to 5K. We're definitely gonna try to get there so we can move on and definitely, get this channel up where it needs to be at. Cause this is a powerful channel, and it wouldn't be a powerful channel without you guys. But like I said, guys, these Cactus Plat flea markets will be releasing soon. So I'm just trying to give y'all just a brief info, especially when it comes to this release and when they're gonna drop. Cause it's gonna be crazy how this gonna turn out, especially when it comes to these 4 covenant colorways. So we'll see how it goes, especially trying to grab these for that retail game, so you be able to get it for retail. Cause it's gonna be crazy how these gonna turn out. And it's pretty much it. I said got the Travis is coming soon. Got a couple of restocks coming soon. We'll see how that goes with that. I'll give y'all info on that. But like I said, guys, the Cactus Play flea markets may bring the hype back. I hope they bring the hype back, especially when it comes to the dunks. Because like I said, dunks is just not being the radar. Just for a lot of people's eyes and just for comfort. People want comfort shoes. They want the A6, they want the New Balances. So the dunks kind of being pushed on the side. So hopefully they can bring these back and give the Nike dunk community some more love like it used to be. Like I said, like 2 or 3 years ago when the Pandas came out. But like I said, and then we had the Supreme Dunks. The Supreme Dunks, they sold out, it was limited. But is it gonna do the same type of energy with that? But like I said, we don't know how it's gonna be, man. Especially when it comes to this cover this shoe. So we'll see how it goes. Especially when it comes to trying to grab these for that retail game. Especially when it comes to the Cactus Plants. Like I said, you got 4 different colorways coming. So if you're interested in those, it's definitely gonna be sought after colorways, especially for a couple of people that's going to go after these for that retail game. And hopefully they'll drop on sneakers, which I'm sure, and then on the Cactus Play Flea Market's website, which I'm sure they're going to drop on both sites. But we don't know if they're going to drop them all or they're going to do it separate. But that's the question in the air. We'll see how it's going to be. But at the same time, guys, like I said, just going to get off this live real quick. Like I said, I definitely appreciate y'all hopping on here. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe to this channel as well. Be ready, like I said, soon I'll have a video up for the Travis Scott info, especially when it comes to the shock drop and the numbers. So at the same time, hug your loved ones. So I know the next time you'll see y'all again. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Hopefully, like I said, y'all be part of the Butcher crew. I definitely appreciate y'all coming on here. It's definitely gonna be a great thing, especially when it comes to new releases and at the same time getting y'all the info what y'all need. So make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe to this channel. Hopefully y'all have a great Tuesday. Definitely gonna put the video up right away, so make sure y'all stay in the loop for that. Hopefully these captive flea markets will be a thing, especially for the duck community. Like I said, hopefully the hype will bring it back, man. I hope it brings the hype back. Like I said, it's just been settled down a lot, especially because of the sneaker community and people just not feeling ducks anymore like it used to be. So hopefully it'll help bring more energy back. These CMP Cactus Play Flea Markets. Like I said, it's gonna be crazy how it's gonna release, man. Let me know, man. Like I said, we'll definitely keep this live going. If you're interested, like I said, it's definitely gonna be a crazy release, especially Cactus Plants. There's 4 different colorways are coming, man. 4. Like I said, the black ones probably be the most coveted one that a lot of people gonna go after for, and then the other ones may go along the way. But like I said, it's definitely gonna be a different release for these, especially because of that. They're gonna drop on sneakers. Make sure y'all be ready for that. Make sure y'all notifications on for that. It's gonna be how it's gonna be, man. Like I said, it's gonna be hyped or it's gonna be another sitter. It's gonna be one of the two. So we'll see how it goes with that. But like I said, 4 different colorways coming. Uh, I don't see these going past a couple $100, or maybe $80 over retail, but like put it right around the 300-400 mark. Maybe go down to like 350. Like I said, I don't see these going moving too much. Knowing to be in a pack and let alone be in a dunk. So we'll see how it goes with that. Like I said, got the Travis Scott's on the way. Like I said, I had the info for that. Video will be coming soon for that. Definitely just gonna be a crazy 2 weeks for these releases, but just be mindful. Travis Scott will be having his on his website with the merch because like the deal with the other Travis Scott releases, he had merch that came with those. So just be mindful. These will be dropping on his website, and it's gonna be merch on there too as well. So like I said, guys, it's gonna be crazy how these releases gonna go, especially with Travis Scott's, and let alone with his release, and let alone these Cactus Plants, man. Like I said, these gonna move. Both of them gonna move. But we'll see. Is it gonna be the Cactus Plant gonna be the hype for the dunks, or Travis Scott's gonna be Travis Scott's? Those gonna sell. But we see how it's gonna go, man. Hopefully, like I said, Cactus Play flea markets will do the numbers that they need to be able to revive the duck, energy back. Because like I said, a lot of ducks has been sitting everywhere. It been sitting. Like I said, if it ain't a hype, especially when it comes to Supremes or anything that's the name behind it, they definitely been sitting. But like I said, we'll see how it goes, how it gonna be when it comes to these releases. And then, like I said, you got the Travis Scotts. Those are coming soon. And then we got many more releases coming up, man. Like I said, this is just September. We still got October. We still got November. You still got December, man. Like, it's a lot of fire coming, man. Like I said, it's a lot of it. Like I said, I just don't want y'all to miss out. Because it's going to be crazy how stuff going to go. It's going to be crazy how things going to go. It's for people in the chat, man. Hit that like button, man. Let me know y'all in here, man. Like I said, it's definitely going to be a crazy release, especially when it comes to these upcoming months, man. Like these gonna be the last months of 2025, man. Every Nike's bringing out everything out they bag, especially when it comes to try to get these covenant releases. So just be ready, man, because it's gonna be crazy how these gonna drop. I want y'all to be able to get these, so y'all got to be around, man. Like I said, I'm giving y'all this info. I'm definitely having these videos, definitely giving y'all the info what y'all need so y'all can get them. And definitely, other content creators gonna have the same info as well, but I'm definitely gonna have them too as well. So y'all stick around, man. Like I said, every opportunity I get, I'm definitely gonna give y'all the info, especially for that, especially when it comes to just covenant releases, especially like these cactus plants. Like I said, got the release coming soon. Just be ready to stay in the loop for these because he's definitely gonna do some numbers. But like I said, it's gonna bring the hype back. So we'll see how it goes with Ducks and just with that release. And then you got the Travises. So same time, guys. Like I said, I'm about to get off here on this live, man. Been on here for 30 minutes. Like I said, I definitely appreciate y'all hopping on here, just showing some love, especially when it comes to this release. We're going to see when the info comes for that, and the Travis Scotts will be coming soon. So, same time, guys, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe to this channel. Like I always say, make sure you hug the loved ones because the next time you see them again. And I'll see y'all the next one, man. Enjoy y'all Tuesday. Enjoy y'all lives. Peace.